29 Filmfare Awards and countless others. He has also been awarded 6 honorary doctorates, the most recent being from the prestigious Berklee College of Music, Boston, USA. Rahman's non-film projects include orchestrations for athletic and other big events, including the Commonwealth Games in 2010 and the London Olympics opening ceremony in 2012. Please join me in welcoming with a huge round of applause the one and only Mr. A.R. Rahman. Good afternoon. It is an honor, please. I'm going to sit next to you to chat with you. All right. So, of course, have you seen the entire film?
Yeah.
And what I've got gooseflesh from the trailer. What do we expect? Is it
same? It'll make you cry. It'll make you cry a dozen times.
Oh my God! It'll make you cry.
In a good way.
In a good way. Inspirational. You have been doing quite a few projects with a difference. What's the major difference you face between the Hindi film industry and Hollywood?
I don't even know. When the transitional phase happened, I think from 2000 I've been working abroad. And here I'm so used to working on a song, and people take the song, shoot and come back. Then you just dedicate your time, a couple of months for one project, and you don't do anything else. That's how the contract says.
And that's every musician's dream, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So even this movie, I think, in this movie the directors are very young. Jeff and Mike, they're big fans, and they are fans of even Danny Boyle kind of filmmaking. So it was very nice to work with younger people, and they were actually kind of co-producers of the soundtrack. And yeah, so we did this. It's almost a year and a half back we scored the movie.
A year and a half ago. So anything particular, you said why you've done the film, but do you find anything special about what you've done for this film?
It's, of course, yeah, going out of my Indian sensibilities into a Western, not even Western, it's more South American, Brazilian, and finding out sounds, but one thing is common, melody is common, and if a melody can make you move, that's the commonality of music, which is great.
Do you enjoy the sport, football?
I'm starting to enjoy it. I was shooting in LA in the desert and I was practicing.
Does that influence you at all when you know?
No, I never grew up as a sports person. I was constantly in the studio, but things are changing now.
Fantastic. So we're talking a lot about the music of the film. Should we have a look at the song that you played for the film, that you made for the film?
Yeah, sure. This is the song which comes in the end credits. And, the word jingle doesn't mean prawns. It is the style which, of course, unconventional style which Pele used to win the World Cup. So,
fantastic. So we're going to get off stage again just for them to take this out. PVR Pictures.
We're working with you the second time. We've done Jaane Tu Jaane Na, and this is our second film. Absolute honor. Over to you, Max.
Thank you. I just a couple of easy ones now. There's the premiere for your special friends from the film industry this evening. I'm not here. I wasn't invited, but I thought I would be. But
Now you can come.
This is the best way to do it, right on stage. Invite me, please. But anything special that you've got planned for them? Any?
It's pretty unusual. Usually, most of the films premiere happen abroad. I missed the Tribeca, that festival premiere, because I was working on 24, the other movie, back in Chennai. And this is probably the first time I'm calling all my friends for a Hollywood film I've done. And I'm very excited about that.
I can imagine, and I think one of the best theatres in this city. How do you feel, Kamal, partnering with A.R. Rahman on this?
The premiere is in a different cinema. That's a preview theater. But yeah, I mean, we like to know his feedback on the cinema. We love this cinema.
Yeah, I love the sound. Any cinema which plays my song, the best.
I'm glad you said that, because I was feeling the sound is it needed some improvement. So we'll definitely have, it's just good validation that the sound system is good. The cinema, this is our best cinema. in the
Okay, I'm like a
country.
janta. I like to feel it.
I live here. I'm a spoiled rotten person. I live here literally yesterday and day before I was watching films back to back. But asking you, Kamal, any reason that you decided to partner with this one is very unusual for an Indian market.
Yeah. So, part of what we do in PVR is distribute a lot of independent Hollywood films. So you have the major studios, they have their own distribution setup in this country. But then you have like tons of independent producers who make 200, 300 independent films every year. And PVR Pictures, because we run a chain of cinemas, our endeavor has always been to bring films which can work for the discerning audiences, because the mass films, the popular genre is easily available in the country. The studios are bringing it, but we sort of focus on the independent films. So part of what we do is track a lot of independent films, and we've been tracking Pele for last 2 years. We screened the film in Cannes, the film festival in May last year, and we were completely bowled over by the simplicity and the inspiration, the story which was told in such a fantastic manner by these young directors, and we were certain we wanted to bring it to India. And then of course the clincher was when the producers and the director made the announcement that Mr. Rahman had agreed to give the music. That was the clincher. That's when we were absolutely certain this film had to be brought to India.
This is so exciting. Before we throw it open for the Q&A, my son is named Zizou after a football player, so I'm very excited that you're getting into the game, and I hope you enjoy it. But we'd love to know what are your next projects before we throw the house.
Yeah. So I'm producing a movie called 99 Songs. I'm in the midst of pre-production. So I've been working on it for 4 years now. It's gonna go on floors.
It's a very exciting title. Are you going to let us know a little bit more about it, or we just wait for your official announcement?
We're just releasing a virtual reality promo. Not a promo, like the gist of the whole this thing probably in a month. So we're shooting for it all over the place.
So this is an Indian release or international film?
This is an Indian film. What about the fate is? God will decide, and people will decide.
Is it in Tamil?
Yeah, I was just
So it's
going to
a
ask you.
Hindi film.
Okay.
The hero is from Kashmir.
Okay.
Okay, let me clear everything. Heroine is from another place. I'll tell you later.
You like this? Independent film.
Yeah, I wanted to know Tamil as well. I'm half Tamil, so I was wondering, are you back doing movies for the Tamil industry as well?
Yeah, I'm just 24 released day for yesterday. It's doing very well. And Mani Ratnam is doing another movie. Shankar is doing Robot 2.
All the legends combining, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to tell them? So we're going to throw the floor open to question and answers from you. I'm sure there's a mic amongst you, but please raise your hand so we can identify you. All right, there.
Mr. Rahman, this is on your right. So, what is the meaning of Jinga? Kyunki
Zinga is a style which Brazilians used to play, and then they were criticized by the European coaches saying they don't use the style. So Pele went against that, and they used the style and won the World Cup. So I felt when the director was saying he used the Jinga, I was like, what is that? I paused and said, this is a very interesting word, we can do a song. And so I did a song, I'm surprised.
And I saw, I think 2 or 3 days back, 24. So Arijit ने गाया है आपका वो गाना. So how was that happened? Just if you can elaborate.
So I think, I never thought about that idea, but Surya came up with that idea. I said, can Arijit sing a song for us? I said, okay. And then he was actually doing his own movie, he was directing his own movie. He was kind enough to record at very remote places. He had a mic and a laptop. And we had to do a couple of corrections, a couple of times, but he was very patient. He's a very sweet guy, very talented.
Hi. How has life changed personally and professionally after the Oscars? And how challenging is it for you to have your own unique style but yet be different in each project?
Life after Oscars was the most difficult. And now when I think about it, it was more simpler for me to make a choice with a couple of doors open. Now every door is open. I was telling my agent the same thing, like how confusing can it be? You want to be a pop artist? Yes you can. You want to be a Hollywood composer? Yes you can. You want to do stage? Yes you can. You want to be a film producer? Yes you can. But which side will you? You're human and you have limited energy. That was my problem for the past 4 years. And now I'm focused, I think. I know what I'm going to do now. But in the 4 or 5 years, I had a life which I never had in my life before. I was partly living in Los Angeles. I could walk, go to a movie, go to a restaurant with my family. Kids could go shopping, I could go to a mall. All that stuff which I missed, and I was being a very good father, husband, and the son.
And the second question?
Revan sir,
The second question, you're too greedy.
How challenging is it to have your own unique style but yet be different in each project or each song?
I'm the listener for my music. I always want to be that. I know people say, oh, can you do the 90s kind of music? Can you do what Tal you did? Can you do like how Rockstar was there? It's the phase which I'm going through internally as an artist. So I want to satisfy myself, and that's what I keep doing. I want to be honest to myself. I want to enjoy and be passionate about what I'm doing. I'm doing it for other people, but it's like I taste my food first before giving it to other people.
வணக்கம் ரெஹ்மான் சார் வணக்கம்
Vanakkam.
எப்படி இருக்கிறீங்க?
Tell me.
Okay. You also started very early. Would you like to give away the mantra of your winning the world, you know? What all you did to win the world?
I can see a lot of parallels in Pele because
Yeah, that's why I asked you the question.
many parallels. My father, when he was about to make it, he was helping all other people. When he was about to make independently, he died. At probably one of the biggest releases he had, the same day he died. And very similar, you know, if you watch the movie, his father was an aspiring, soccer player, but then he could never make it. And his seed of aspiration which he sowed made Pele, I would say his blessing kind of made him a huge superstar. And very similar to my story. So it was actually a lesson for every aspiring father who never made it. The kids will make it. So be firm and believe in the Almighty and make them, encourage them, and then give them all your blessing.
Revan sir, quite a few years ago you had said that you are a last minute person because then you don't procrastinate. Is it still the same or has it changed?
No, I shift the deadlines to everyone. I'm a little more smart. So if the deadline is 15th, I'll say 11th we have to deliver this to myself. And they know that I'm cheating.
Alright, our last question for this afternoon.
Mr. Revan, I believe even you were approached to be a goodwill ambassador for the Rio Olympics. Is that true?
I heard it from the press, but nobody. It was all on the press, on Google News, but I didn't get any email yet. Maybe my management knows. I don't know.
So are you still 2 a.m. person for recording? And
Absolutely.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so
ladies and
much.
gentlemen. Thank you so much. Please give it up for Mr. Rahman and all the very best for the success of the film. Why don't we show once the pictures are done?